If you change genders, right, for 24 hours, what's one thing that you would do?
Probably like go to the toilet, pee standing up.
Yeah, just experience that, see what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that as if you change genders for 24 hours, right? What's one thing that you would do?
I'd walk around.
Yeah, just see what it's like.
I don't know, and not get judged for it.
Yeah, well, it's a done thing. No one will look at you. If you change genders for 24 hours, what's the one thing that you would do?
I would go into the men's public bathroom.
And do what?
I don't know, I would just test out what it's like to be a male in a men's bathroom. I think it's just weird.
Using the urinal?
Yeah.
What about like sitting down on the toilet?
Oh, no.
No, because like when you're having a wee, right, you either have to tuck or you have to sit further back on the toilet. You know, there's different ways to sit down. Test that out as well.
Probably, yeah.
If you change genders for 24 hours, what's one thing that you would do?
I reckon it'd be nice to see what it's like being in a guy's shoes.
Yeah, just to experience that for a day.
Yeah.
What about you? What would you do if you changed genders for a day?
I'd probably stand up and pee.
Yeah, stand up and pee.
Yeah.
Just experience what that's like.
Yeah.
I like that. If you change genders for 24 hours, right, what's the one thing that you would do?
Definitely go to the toilet and stand up.
Yeah, just see what it's like.
Yeah. You gotta experience it just once at least.
Oh yeah, well absolutely. You gotta like just kind of understand what it's like just being that different gender.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
What about helicopter?
Yeah.
Yeah?
For sure. Especially when you're trying to go to the toilet doing one.
If you change genders for 24 hours, what's the one thing that you would do?
I'd like to just think like a man. Does that make sense? Like, I never understand what guys are thinking. And if I could be a man, then maybe my thought process would change and I'd finally be able to understand what they're thinking.
So what are you saying that guys think about that girls don't?
Like, when you're texting a guy, you just don't know why,
Why they say certain things that they do?
And I just want to understand it a bit better.
Do you reckon in a relationship situation, guys are more likely to think with other things other than their mind?
In a relationship or just overall?
Just in general, do you reckon guys don't always think with their mind?
In general, I reckon not always with their mind. I reckon
there's
50-50.
other priorities that come in first.
Yeah.
So what about you?
Probably do helicopter.
Just helicopter it out?
Yep.
Quality. Oh, you haven't done that before?
Nope.
So if you change genders for 24 hours, what's one thing that you would do?
I'd have to get invited to the girls' sleepover.
The girls' sleepover, what, just hear about all their little whispers and things that go on?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What about you?
For the boys, just go to the sleepover for the boys.
Yeah?
100%.
What about like if it's something to change about your body for the day, what would you do?